Hi everyone, it's Mark and I'm outside my greenhouse today on a very sunny day, and the problem is, of course, is that the sun doesn't last, especially in fall and winter time here, so we're going to get more rain, and we might as well try to collect that rain if possible and use it for our plants. So that's why I'm going to talk to you about my greenhouse water collection system. A viewer, Ashley, commented on my video on greenhouse passive solar features and was asking how I actually collect water from my greenhouse roof. And so I thought I'd do this video in response to her comment, and also for anyone else who is looking at doing the same that I've done. So stay tuned to see how I've actually collected water from its source falling onto the greenhouse roof and then into my actual greenhouse into a rainwater collection barrel. And also stay tuned for an insight into what I'm planning on doing next to improve the system even more. So let's start with the roof. I didn't go with glass because of the weight and chance of something falling on it and breaking the glass. Instead, I have twin wall polycarbonate panels. So when the rainwater comes down, it then goes into this two-piece gutter here that runs from one end to the other. I tried to slope it towards the center, and you'll see in a moment why. So of course I have a hole in the gutter, and that hole feeds into this plastic elbow that you see right here, and I drilled a hole through the support post. And just a word of caution, if you want to do this yourself, make sure that your support post is thick enough that you leave enough room for your greenhouse roof. I wasn't too worried. Obviously I couldn't make the hole any bigger than this, and the roof is supported by other posts, like the one right next to the door here. So that's the outside taken care of. We'll go inside the greenhouse and see what we got here. So as you can see, another elbow here, and yes, I did drill a hole, or had a smaller hole, and I had to plug it up. But anyways, the pipe comes out, and again, like I said, there's one elbow here and there's actually one elbow here. And what I've done is I've actually left it loose and not glued it so that I can actually remove it. And as you can see, there's a spider taking residence here. Let's get rid of that. So now you can see that I now have access to the lid of the water barrel in case I ever need to remove it to clean it out or something. And this pipe can go back in fairly easily, except it's a little hard to do one-handed. So once the water gets into the barrel, how does it come back out? Well, go all the way down the bottom. You'll notice that what I've done is I've actually elevated the barrel on some bricks and some wood. And so now I can actually, with this hose here, fill in a watering can very easily, like so. And there comes water. Now keep in mind that when the barrel is full, the water comes out pretty fast, but then as the barrel gets lower and lower, and probably when it gets down to about here, it kind of loses its pressure, and then the water comes out really, really slowly. For the overflow, I've got just this temporary system set up right now where it's coming out of a hose at the very top of the barrel when the barrel gets full, and it goes down, goes down, goes down, and actually goes into my raised bed where I still have some basil and tomatoes growing, and it comes out here so that my raised bed gets enough water even in winter time. Swing around over here, you'll see that I have a drain in the greenhouse floor that I can direct that water, overflow water, into using that hose that you saw. So what's next for my system in the greenhouse here? Well, I don't have space to actually add more water barrels, unfortunately, so this is going to be the only one for now. I do have some other water barrels that I'm setting up elsewhere, and I'll be able to direct water into them as well. But the other thing that I do want to definitely do though with the barrel is I want to actually add a solar pump. And I've got a 12-volt pump handy that I'll use. And then I've got my solar panel that I'm using for other things, such as the ventilation system over in the corner there. And basically I just need to then run a connection to the pump, and then I'll be able to pump actually all the water out, and I can even pump it through a hose and into like my raised bed again, or all the pots that I have in the greenhouse. So that'll make it a little bit more convenient. Now, one other advantage of this water barrel and having it actually in the greenhouse, which is, you're probably wondering, well, you know, it is taking up quite a bit of space, is the fact that this actually acts as a heat source as well for the greenhouse. So when it gets really hot in here, it actually does warm up the water inside, and then that water gradually cools down, and it helps keep the greenhouse temperature maybe a few degrees warmer than it normally would be. And I covered that more in my other video, which is called Greenhouse Passive Solar Features. So be sure to check out that video. So there you have it, a more or less self-contained system in my greenhouse. So if you like this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and like it. And for more videos like this, and to be notified when new videos come out every week, please make sure to subscribe and also hit the notification bell so that you get notifications the moment the new videos are out. So next week I'm hoping to do a video on raised bed construction, where I'll show you some of the things that you need to consider when you're building raised beds in your garden to make them as long lasting as possible. So thanks for watching, and take care.